ADHD people need visuals in order to manifest. If you have ADHD, this video is going to really help you understand why the goals that you have can feel exciting one minute and then just completely disappear out of your head the next. We also talk about why a lot of manifestation advice can be hard to stick to and how visual tools can help you stay really connected with what you want so that you can move forward. I personally have ADHD myself, so I get this totally on an absolute personal level. This is something I really had to figure out throughout life, and it's really not just a theory. These are like practices that I use personally. So a lot of people with ADHD do not have a motivation problem. We usually have lots of ideas and dreams and goals and lots of things that we want to build. We want to do it all at once. We want things that we want to change. And the issue is that if it's not in front of us, it just completely slips out of focus super fast. A lot of times that looks like appointments, tasks, routines, plans, or even if you're trying to manifest, okay? A lot of manifestation advice is built around internal focus. So you think about it, feel it, journal about it, say affirmations, trust, and then wait, right? And for some people that works, wonderfully. I love that for them. But if you have ADHD, sometimes the problem is really not the desire, it's the goal. It's the goal and not staying active in your awareness. That's why visual manifestation is super, super powerful. Quick little pause. If you like this kind of content, subscribe for more. I talk about manifestation in a real life way that actually works with different kinds of minds. Visual manifestation simply means making your goals visible enough so that they stay alive in your day-to-day life. It can be a phone wallpaper, phone case with affirmations on it, or anything that kind of reminds you that you're building your future. It could even be like a whiteboard or a calendar with like your monthly focus on it. Or what helps me a lot is sticky notes where you can write reminders that actually matter. And a lot of the times I put those sticky notes in places that I know I'm going to see them. So like by the keys, by your window on your car, or hey, when you're brushing your teeth, put it up on the mirror. You have to place it in a place where you know you're going to visually see it and not worry about aesthetically how it feels, because you're changing your life, right? Also, it can help like by cleaning one specific space, and so it starts matching the energy that you want to live in. You can use photos that represent peace, abundance, confidence, love, health, travel, whatever matters to you, as long as you can stay in that aligned focus. This really matters because intention shapes direction. What you keep seeing constantly influences why and how you keep thinking about it. So a lot of the time how you feel affects what actions you take, and actions are the things that create real change, as well as identity. Identity is about embodying the person that you believe receives all the manifestations you have. So if you want to be rich and famous, you have to embody that personality, right? If every day you're surrounded by clutter and stress and unfinished projects, things, random piles, and chaos, it's really a constant reminder of what's not working. And trust me, I'm not coming down on you. I personally have lived and experienced this a lot. So here's what you're going to do. Just dedicate 5 minutes to cleaning one small space that you spend the most time in. If you do this and try to do it once a day and maybe put a sticky note that says, hey, remember to do the space, that will help clean the mess and the clutter out of your environment. Me personally, I made a vision board and I stuck my vision board on my wall that I see most of the time. And I even read this article about this woman who would act out her manifestations in the shower. So she had her vision board laminated and she put it on the top part of the wall in her shower, and she would sit there and say, hey, I want a book deal, and would sit there and imagine how it felt to be presenting her book, or how it felt to be presenting some kind of thing that she was like really looking forward to. So she really embodied that by acting it out, and she did it in the shower, so nobody was around when she did it. She did it this way and it happened so quickly, but it was because she visually saw her manifestation and constantly worked on it that way. So if you have a lamination machine or even maybe like a Staples, go ahead and make you a vision board and get something going and put it up in your shower. Another thing, if you want to manifest like more money or something like that, you need to stop thinking only about money and when you're worried about it, right? We need to put our income goal somewhere where it's absolutely visible, Keep a list of business ideas that you can see often and make your workspace really feel ready for opportunity, right? So I noticed that when my workspace was very cluttered and messy, because it gets like that, right? I have a crystal shop that I run as well, and I noticed that when it was like that and everything was kind of chaotic, I wasn't doing very well. I was unable to find things, and I really wasn't able to give my best every day when it comes to my manifestations. And how am I going to do and create a better business if I'm not giving my best? So I spent some time, and every day I spent just a little bit of time to make sure that my business space is cleaned up and the sales started coming in. And not only because of that, but because I was able to do and provide excellence in everything that I did. I also did this. I put a reminder near where I sat most, and I asked, what actions are you taking today that is creating income for you? If you want to manifest health or make healthy choices easier, make sure that you have the ability to see them. So put the lettuce in front of the fridge, right? Put the healthy foods in front, or even meal prep. Also, another thing, a lot of people with ADHD have what's called object impermanence. So they need to visually see it in front of their face in order to remember it's there. So a lot of the times in your door, you know that you're going to have condiments inside of the refrigerator door, right? You're not as likely to forget that you have barbecue versus something that only lasts for 5 days, like lettuce or some kind of other produce that you put inside of your fridge. So put the stuff that expires fast inside of the door of the fridge, and put the bottles and the condiments away because you know it's going to be there, right? Or put a little sticky note saying, hey, what are you doing to take action to create money or wealth for your business? If you want to make healthier choices, you can keep your water bottle out exactly where you see it. Put your shoes near the door, and have foods that are ready to support the version of you that you are becoming. Also, keep a reminder of how you want to feel. Do you want to feel energized, clear, strong, and peaceful? If you want peace, you've got to really start with your environment first. This means just clean one surface. Make one calm corner for yourself. Light a candle, open a window, take action in order to go towards that peace. Sometimes it also helps if you make like one little area your space and your relief corner in a way. This really matters way more than you think. If you want to manifest love, make sure your standards are visible. Write down what healthy love feels like. Remove reminders of people or patterns that are hurting you. If you want a new love to come in and you want somebody who's going to be living with you, sleep on one side of the bed, right? Make sure that there is space in a drawer for them, that they have room for their toothbrush, even if there's not there yet. Those small acts to your subconscious to bring and attract that frequency energy to you. Also, start treating yourself like you're someone who's valuable now and not later. Another reason visual manifestation works so well is because ADHD minds are really focused in momentum. When your progress is visible, that's when it really feels real. And feeling real is what gets you to where you want to be. When everything's staying in your head, it feels vague. It's easy for you to drift away. I don't know how many times that I've sat there and tried to clean one corner and then I went to another corner and vice versa and things like that. That's just because my brain is working all over the place, and I'm sure yours is too. So if you put reminders everywhere or visually help your manifestations along by being able to see them, it helps so much. A lot of times, cleaning one space, saving some money, seeing a before and after change really helps things feel powerful. Visible progress makes things feel possible. And let me tell you this right now, your system does not need to be pretty. It does not need to look like social media. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to work for you. If one sticky note changes your week more than a fancy planner, use a sticky note, baby. If a phone reminder on your phone helps more than journaling, use the reminder. If cleaning one shelf helps your brain breathe, start there. A lot of the times too, it's hard for people to tackle their home all in one go because it's a lot, but your car is a tiny space. Like the place where you commune, your purse is a tiny space, your wallet is a tiny space. Clean that out. It helps you create motivation and momentum. And my last tip is to stop hiding your dreams. Stop putting goals in places that you never look. Stop expecting yourself to remember everything silently. Bring your future into your daily life. Put it where you can see it, put it where it nudges you, and put it where it reminds you of who you're becoming. ADHD minds often do better when the next step is visible, so make that next step visible. If this helped you, comment it ADHD below so I know how to make more videos like this. Also, subscribe for more manifestation, mindset, and real life growth content. Love you guys. Bye.